Hey guys, welcome to the beginning of a new crafty week. I think what's happening this week is pretty much just getting ready for this small business Saturday event. I'm very excited to be going for it with this. Today I spent most of the morning tagging all of my items, and I will show you some footage of it on the couch. And I also
40 minutes starting now.
Put a let's see, a little couple pictures of everything. And then I just finished. I had a bag of keychains that needed to be finished up, and I have quite a few. I haven't counted them yet, but I'm going to show you how I worked on them. So I have all of these, and so some of them are like that. This is a purple gummy bear. It's more of a backpack buddy. You've seen them, but I did the pig. You've seen these projects, but now they have been turned into backpack buddies. I tried to coordinate the ball chain and the clip, but I didn't have a good mint green anything, so I did white with these. This one, I probably had a green that would have matched this, but I went with a black ball chain on that one. And then this one, I ended up making this one just into a regular keychain. This is one with embroidered eyes. I got a decent variety. I thought I had all frogs, but I got the chicken nuggets on keychains. Let me show you one. I got different leggy froggies. I even have like a little pink leggy froggy that is gonna go on my keychain thingy. I have one of those keychain carousel type of things. Um, but let me show you. Here's one of the octos that we have put on a keychain. So there's that octo. I'm gonna sit here and count all of them, but let me just show you really quickly. The chicken nuggets are on keychains. Okay. All right. So that's it. It's a bunch of them. I'm gonna count them up, and that will be added to my inventory. Hold on. So I have like 37 keychains. I didn't realize I had that many. That includes this guy, which I can't figure out where to put a chain on him, so I probably just won't. This is a little chubby dino. I'm just gonna leave it like it is. This will be a El Cheapo, kind of like a El Cheapo, one of the lower price items. But anyway, 36 if I don't count that little chubby dino. 36. And a lot of these, especially the froggies, there it was the end of the yarn, and I said, let me see how many froggies I can get out of this ball of yarn. So I ended up, or either it was like the end of the ball and I made like some small little bear or gummy bear. And chicken nuggets were purposefully made. They weren't the end of the ball, but anyway, it's 37 of them, guys. So I think with these green frogs, I'm gonna actually take them back out of the bag after I get off with you guys, and I need to put hot glue the bow ties on them, on the rest of them that don't have it, which most of them don't. I only put it on two of them, so only two of them have it. So I'm gonna take these out. But anyway, that's pretty exciting because these will be a lower price point item. So that if a kid comes to any of these events, or a parent just wants to get a small thing, these will be available. So yeah, I think I'm ready. I think I have a decent amount of things. Make sure that I need to put bow ties on keep out the ones I need to put bow ties on. Anyway, that's it. That's all for now. This week is really going to be all about prep. The only thing I really want to make, I really want to make a couple of snowmen. And possibly a Christmas tree. I just want to have a couple of Christmas things. And right now I only have the 2 gingerbread guys. I really want to make a Santa. I just don't know if I'm going to have time to make Santa. But anyway, that's where I stand right now. I think I'm gonna eat some soup, and then I'm going to go ahead and hot glue these bow ties on to the frogs. All right, guys. I will see you in the next clip. Bye.
Well, this isn't a Star Rewards hotel, and I'm so sorry, but the show is completely sold out. There's nothing I can do.
But I have over 100,000 points.
Right, still the same issues. Actually, why don't you talk with our assistant manager, Jackson? He's right over there. I'm sure he'd love to help you.
All right, gang. It's Monday night, and I am working on a cow. So this is the head, all done. These are 18 millimeter eyes, and it's all stuffed. So that's the first part. Then I have the 2 arms. Oops, rolled away. These are the 2 arms, and you can see that, you can really see that fluffiness going. I am definitely holding 2 strands together. This is from a pattern, it is a sunflower cow, and I will link it down below. I can never remember when I'm making these clips what the name of the designer is. I'm still using that same, you know what it's called? It's the Bernat Blanket Dappled, and it comes in a cake. And so I'm still using that same one that I used on the chickens. Just going to try and finish it up. And I'm still holding it together with that Just Yarn plush. And I just think it's going to be the cutest little soft, fluffy cow. Alright, so there you go. On to the legs and then the body. Hey guys. Alright, so let me show you. It's Tuesday. And this is where I stand on the body and legs. So I'm really sleepy, really sleepy. I've been kind of off. I think it's like menopausal. I don't know. Anyway, TMI. Here's where we stand. I think that I can pretty much get this done tonight if I don't give in to the sleepiness. So I'm gonna turn on a Christmas movie and try to go for it. All right. Hopefully, soon and very soon this will be finished. Because the arms are done. Head is done. Need to be body, and then all we have to do are the muzzle and the ears, right? We'll see what happens. Okay. Or the snout. What do you call that on a cow? I don't know. Okay, bye. Alright, guys. I played some serious yarn chicken, but it's done. The last couple of rows don't have the fuzz, but who can even tell? That's where we're going to be sewing. So, yeah, and I got enough left to sew. Enough of an end left to sew the head to the body. I think it's time to stuff. I have to make the ears and the horns as well. Ooh, the ears. That's a good point. I think we don't have any more of this color. So the cow's probably going to have different color ears. Okay, bye. Okay, guys. I think I'm actually successfully using these stuffy sticks that I had bought on Etsy. They are basically, as we talked about before, they are DPNs with some decorative beading on the end so that you have something that is aesthetically pleasing as well as functional. So I think this was a good purchase. The first time I tried to use them, maybe I think my My plushie I tried to use it on wasn't big enough. And this is a fairly big cow, so they are working wonderfully. But again, you can always just go get you some DPNs. You don't need the cuteness, but the cuteness makes it fun. Okay, bye. Hey guys, it is the Wednesday before Thanksgiving. I got home early. I'm doing this clip really quickly, and then I'm going to sit on the couch and I'm going to continue to crochet. I really feel like I might not be in touch with reality because I feel like I'm ready, you know, for Saturday. Other than just doing a mock setup on Friday, I'm gonna put the table up and try to figure out how I'm gonna set this thing up. But other than that, I've got my card reader charged. I got my list done of all the things I'm bringing. Maybe I'll rewrite the list and like make tick boxes so I can tick them off as they get sold. I'm not sure if I'll have the wherewithal to do that. Like, I don't know how busy. This is a smaller event. So with all the things I have, I'm not even sure. I think I'll bring them all, but they won't all be out. Like, some things I'll probably just leave in the car. I might try to focus on bringing most of the smaller things in. I do need to go to the storage though, because I think my little keychain holder is over there. I have my 6-foot table. I have my tablecloth. So I don't need any of that. I need to charge this big charger thing that I got. I need to charge that so that I can use that to keep the phone charged throughout the day, and possibly the card reader if I need to. But anyway, I feel kind of like maybe I'm just not, I might be out of touch. Maybe I should be more nervous, but right now I'm just feeling like I've been making stuff all year and I have tons, and what I have at this point. And speaking of that, even though I said I wanted to work on a couple more Christmassy things, I still do. So we'll see what I get done over the next couple of days. But I didn't make the snowman. I started the snowman, which I'm going to continue to work on now after this, but I finished a cow. Now this is a sunflower cow pattern. It's finished for the most part. I still need to put the nostrils, and I need to decide if I'm going to applique some spots or if I'm going to go ahead and try and put the sunflowers on. At first I was like, well, I'm not going to do sunflowers, but I think I might do the sunflowers. Anyway, there you go. You can see I used that Bernat blanket dappled yarn, so you can see it color changed, but on the edges I used Bernat baby blanket, and for the ears and the horns and the muzzle, or whatever you call that, snout, I also did the Bernat baby blanket in the colorway sand. But as you can see, I did hold it together with that just yarn plush from the Dollar Tree, which is Premier Yarns, which is this one in a different color. I literally used up every little bit of that yarn and played yarn chicken on both these yarns. I had enough to sew with this, the blanket yarn, but that fuzzy yarn, man, I was scraping up scraps and tying them on until I got it done, and I still ran out, but you're not going to be able to tell because I ran out around the neck. I did add in one of those foam hair roller things to give it more stability, and I think that really worked. And I kept stuffing and overstuffing that the area where it's joined, and I really think this time this is probably one of my most successful attempts at that. But here's the cow. Now I didn't put the tail on either. Debating. I do need to, there's a tiny little hole in the bottom I need to close up, and I'm gonna have to use a different yarn unless I find that I have another cake of this dappled somewhere. Anyway, look at the eyes. 18 millimeter eyes on this. So yeah, I think I might try the sunflowers. We'll see. But that's what we got for now. Okay, that's it. That's all, because this vlog is going to include, I think it's going to include the possibly going to include the show on Saturday. Ooh, I found a chicken nugget that I need to put a keychain on. Anyway, it's probably going to include the vlog, so I'm going to stop talking so that we won't have too long of a video. It's going to include the pop-up event on Saturday. Okay, anyway, talk back soon. Bye. Okay, guys, I legit used every stitch of this yarn. Okay, so I did go ahead. I wasn't sure if I was going to put the sunflowers on at first, but she just looked like she needed them, and she also needed some eyelashes, so I did that. And so she is all done, and she will be available for purchase on Saturday, November 25th. By the time you see this, she might even already be sold. All right, there you go. Sunflowers are made with acrylic yarn, which was great. Made them a good size. And you could have, the pattern does include where you could just do spots in this this brown color if you didn't want to do the sunflowers, but I felt like she just needed those sunflowers. So there you go. She's got one on her back side, and all the rest of them are on the front. Just enough. All right, that's it. That's all for this. Bye. Guys, she turned out so cute, and if you could just hug her. I mean, she is so huggable, so I think she's an emotional support sunflower cow. Anyway, that's it. That's all. See ya. Hey everybody, it's Thanksgiving Day. I hope you had a great one. By the time you see this, it will be over. But I wanted to quickly pop on. We just got back from dinner. And I wanted to show you, I was a little bit worried about this. Not worried, but I was concerned that I didn't have a whole bunch of baby-friendly items for kids under the age of 3, because, you know, we don't want them to have the things with safety eyes, and I use safety eyes all the time. However, I was looking, when we went to the SoCal Fiber Fair, Pam had told me that Warm Up America was going to be there. And so, of course, I went digging through some of my things to see what I could find to donate. And I found quite a few things. I probably donated maybe like 8 hats and a blanket and like two cowls. So that was cool. But in the process, I found some things that I made years ago that were wrapped in, nicely preserved in some plastic. And so I'm going to put it back into the wrapping. But I wanted to show you real quick that I, in fact, have, I think, 5 loveys that are baby friendly. So this one is a cat. That is literally my own design, really. I didn't follow a pattern. I made this one up on my own. So you see, it has embroidered everything. No safety eyes. Then I made this bear. And if you remember, I had gotten this yarn from, I think this is the yarn I got from AliExpress. The fuzzy yarn, and I held it together. I don't know if you can see, but I held it double with some acrylic weight number 4 yarn, and I came up with this little bear lovey. These, the blanket part is all made with Loops and Threads Charisma, and you see I put some of the fuzz on the edge, so I got that one. And then I made this one. Another little brown bear with his little arms. And again, this is Loops and Threads Charisma. I need to try to make a couple more of these. I didn't do too bad with that. And this yarn, I held it together with some kind of a very, very closely coordinated color, because you can't even see the other yarn. So I got those. They're very soft. This also has the edging. And then, before I even made these, I had made 2 loveys from a pattern by Angelia from, I think her channel name is currently Crocheting House Mouse, I think. But I'll link her channel down below. she came up with this puppy pattern for Lovey's, and I had made these two as well, and I've just had them all this time. So these will be some of my, and I made it in this color. So I made a little brown puppy, and I made the blue and yellow puppy. And on these ones, I did like a scalloped edge on these. And this yarn, I think this multicolored yarn is a Caron, one of those Caron 1 pounds, I think. But yeah, this is Angelia's pattern. I'll link her and the pattern down below if I can find them. But yes, these two. So I have these 5 Loveys to add. I have 2 octos from Valerie's Cuddly Cat Crochet, her pattern. I made 3 octos. One is a small one and I made it into a keychain. But the other 2 would be nice for babies because I embroidered the eyes. I didn't use safety eyes on those. And so, yeah, I'm so excited I found these to put on my table as baby-friendly items. So anyway, I just wanted to show you that real quick. Okay, now everything else you see, I hope, will be, you might see the mock setup, and then the rest should be the actual day of the event. All right, because we are at D-2 at this point. All right, bye. Everybody, this is the end of Thanksgiving Day, but by the time you see this, it's well beyond this day. But again, I found another thing. So, you know, I said I didn't have very many Christmas things. So now look what I found. I made this guy so long ago. This is a JESS HUFF pattern. And look, this is when I was making all the plushies with acrylic yarn. And guys, I just have to say, this, I'm very impressed looking at my stitches on here. And honestly, this thing has held up. It has been put away for quite a while. When I used to sit in a different location, I had a bunch of plushies behind me. This was one of them. And during the pandemic, I think it was during the pandemic is when I had to move because we blew the socket and we were both working from home. So I had to move and shift around. And I've been in a couple of locations or whatever since then. But when I had to move, I put away all those plushies that were sitting behind me, and this was one of them. And I made this guy back in the day when I did not like selling my things, but I mean, this thing is impeccable. And again, this speaks a lot to, yeah, my skills, but also JESS HUFF's pattern writing. Everything is perfectly symmetrical because she told you exactly where. Well, it's not perfectly symmetrical. Okay, Linda Jean, I heard you. I'm gonna stop. But anyway, guys, she made, you know, she told you exactly how to shape that face, how to put the eyes in. There were markers for everything. Anyway, this guy is gonna go on my table. So I'm very excited. I hope it sells. But anyway, that's it. That's all for this flip. Talk back soon. Bye. All right, everybody. We are ready to go. I have an intern today. It's gonna be Jordan. Steve helped pack the car. Jordan just got in the car. And there we go. Let's see how this goes. All right, this is how it looks before the plushies are added. Let's go. My intern right there, the intern. He's done his work. I'm ready to go home. Hey guys, it's early yet, but here we are, hoping for the best. All right, I've had 2 sales so far. 2 of my bees sold, But yeah, we'll be here till 4, so we'll see how this all turns out. But so far it's cool because this is my friend's coffee shop, and this is my first time being here, and it's just good to reconnect. So let's see how the rest of the day goes. Okay, guys, I hope I don't get copyrighted, so I'm gonna hurry up. Sold out of bees, Triceratops is gone, one keychain, one pug, all gone. All right, bye. Also, at this point, I have made back my table fee, so from here on out, it's just gonna be profit. And it's not even noon yet, I'm here till 4. Hey guys, it's Kim the Crafty Nomad, and first of all, let me fix this. All right, so I just wanted to come in and talk to you real quick about and wrap up the video with letting you know how everything went at the coffee shop pop-up. So it was basically a small business Saturday, and the coffee shop is called LA Grind, and it is owned by one of my friends. We used to work together, and she retired, and she went on this journey and landed and has ended up at this point owning her own coffee shop. She started out at farmers markets. She had a truck, and then it ended up morphing into her having her own shop, and it was a really nice shop, and she was hosting a small business Saturday. And so I saw her say that on Instagram, and I reached out and said, "Hey, you still looking for vendors? I can do it." And the reason why I wanted to do it, a couple reasons why. I had in my mind, because I've seen people like, I think Katie being creative and this other girl from Australia, where they do pop-ups in coffee shops. And a coffee shop that used to be in existence around here had that too. I never participated. At the time, I was just in this place where I didn't really want to sell the things that I made. And so I didn't have confidence, I guess. I don't know. But anyway, after taking the leap with Vicky and Ruby last year, I'm ready to do more of this. And so I wanted to do a coffee shop pop-up, and I also want to do a night market. I did a craft fair last year, and now upcoming in 2 weeks, less than 2 weeks, I'll be doing a Christmas boutique, which is going to be basically an outdoor pop-up event. So I'm excited about that. But I wanted to do this because it was just on my mind to do. The other reason is I wanted to do something by myself, because I wanted to make sure I had the courage to do it by myself, and the confidence to do it by myself, where doing it with Vicky and Ruby brings me a lot of security. And they're so great. Vicky is they're experienced and that kind of thing, and so it was not hard for me to do it when I did it with them. And honestly, Vicky took care of almost all of the logistics last year. So, and she helped me a lot in even just securing the one that's upcoming for the 3 of us. But I wanted to try and do something on my own, and so that, check that box. And also, it actually helped me to be ready for the big one that is upcoming. As you guys have seen, I have a ton of plushies. In the end, I ended up with 188 plushies once I went to the storage and all of that, and pulled out some of those things. And honestly, it's still some stuff somewhere that I did not pull out. So I think I missed looking into a couple of things, and they were probably there. But I still have more. But anyway, and even at this show I did on Saturday, the pop-up event, I ended up finding some earrings in one of the containers I was using, and I threw those out there and actually sold a pair. So overall, this was a good event for me. I definitely made back the booth fee and had a bit of profit, which was nice. It was good because it wasn't a lot of traffic coming into the coffee shop, and that's really what you're relying on. But I still did really well, money wise, for what it was. So what happened is there were supposed to be I think 3 or 4 of us set up on the inside of the coffee shop, and a couple people outside. So there was the mobile boutique outside, and there was the hot dog queen LA selling food on the outside. And the other vendors who were supposed to be on the inside, they did not come. And that probably helped me because there was no other choices for people who when they came in for coffee, they didn't and say they only had a certain amount of money to spend. Well, I was the only person there who they could spend it with on the inside. And so it worked out great for me. It's not what we expected. Folks dropped out at the last minute. And so, yeah, so here we are. I ended up doing pretty well. And plus I got to connect with my friend. I had not seen her in years in person. I've been, of course, following her journey because, man, you know, you look at that and you think, okay, you retire and you just go forward doing something that you want to do. It takes a lot of courage, and I'm super proud of her. And yeah, and I mean, I know it's not easy, it's not a cakewalk, but you have to have courage to do something like this. And she has weathered the pandemic, she has weathered all of these things, and she's super successful. So I only had a 6-foot table, so I only put up a certain amount of my things. So the bestseller, of course, was the bees that I made. I only have 4, and they all 4 sold. So I will be making a few more of those for the upcoming event. I sold 2 of my mermaids, one big one small one, and that was Marin the mermaid. A lot of people loved everything that I saw. I sold my Christmas spirit gnome. He was my highest priced item, and he sold for $50. So I mean, some of this was, you know, the success was because of those bigger ticket items, people buying multiple items. A few people did a little Christmas shopping with me, and I had friends that came by to support as well. So all of that combined made this whole thing worth it. But really, the experience was worth it. I was there all day, and I won't go into exact numbers or whatever, but I did pretty well for it to be such a small event. And yeah, so it was great. I think, you know, we all worked together. My friends came in, I encouraged them to buy some coffee. If she had customers, she would send them over my way. We connected with people in the neighborhood. It wasn't even that far from my house, and I hope that my plan is to like frequent her place a little bit more often. She might actually do this again, and if I can pull it off, I will probably do it again. I have a lot of stuff, and if I sell out on December 9th, I would be blown away because I have so much stuff. So I think I could pull off another small show following that, possibly. But hey, if I sell out, that would be wonderful too. Um, yeah, thank you to all my friends who came. Thank you for all the support that I get from you guys. Just as I posted things, you guys encouraged me. It just turned out to be a great experience for me, and I actually look forward to doing something else like that again. I hope that I can do a night market as well, even though I did go check one out, and I really do want to do that one, but I gotta have lighting because one of the things that I noticed at that one is that as it got darker, you just really couldn't see people's stuff. And if their booths weren't lit, if they didn't light their booths themselves, you couldn't see. And honestly, when I think about the girl who was there who was crocheting, we could have probably both been there because she and I have a different aesthetic. We do different things. She had some plushies, but she had flowers, she had ornaments. I don't have any of that. I have plushies. So I think we probably could have both been there at the same time. But that's one of those markets where you have to just put your name on the list and wait and see if they call you. So if they call me, I will go if I have enough stock. So, and I probably will, guys. So I've been taking a break, as you saw, from my crochet. I am gonna focus on finishing Pipple up for my son this week because I'm not gonna make anything else for the market. Well, I am gonna make bees. It was 1 or 2 other things I wanted to try to make, but I don't feel any pressure because I have so much stuff. I was surprised, like, not surprised, because I don't know. I can't really talk about bestsellers because these people, everything that they bought, it was an impulse buy. Nobody came in there to buy plushies, so everything that was purchased was an impulse buy. So I can't really say what was really, that, oh, the turtles are not popular, oh, the octos are not popular, although I feel like the octos are not. But I'm gonna hold out and see what happens on December 9th, and that will give me a better idea of what's popular and what's not. Anyway, that's it for this video, guys. Thanks for joining me on this journey, market prepping and then market day. It was super fun, and thank you guys for coming along with me. I'll see you in the next video. Until we meet again, keep it crafty. Bye.